Welcome to the Global School.
And let's start. We're going to talk about purpose-driven consulting and education. And why purpose-driven? Well, because the Global School for Social Leaders is specialized in topics of sustainability, leadership, climate action, and social innovation. So if you are on those topics, you are in the correct spot. This is your tribe. Otherwise, don't worry because the session is also helpful for any regular consultant and educator who is moving online. So don't worry so much. It will be also helpful. And let's start a little bit of who we are. We started 2010 as a magazine and our research spot where a lot of persons working in international development can publish their articles and their comments and the columns and their comment their opinions, let's say that way. Any kind of publishing article will be through us, and so we will be on that sphere. So afterwards, we realized that we were building up a really great community, and we decided to scale it up, and we jumped from the magazine and research into organizing seminars, workshops, and volunteer programs. Through that period, it passed between. We reached those solutions after trying and failing and trying again and failing again to try to fit the best, let's say, educational product into the market. So we ended up with those seminars, workshops, and volunteer programs. So yeah, we learned how to design education, and yeah, we got a lot of knowledge. And afterwards, we got more specialized, and then we decided to go into specific topics and go into more consulting the sphere. So we started in 2017 organizing workshops, consulting, and our first annual event, which is the Purpose-Driven Leaders Award. And as you may see, we depend so much of the offline community. We never explored the online sphere. We never got involved in the online education. We will always so comfortable doing offline things, either with 10, 15, 20, 20, 30, 100 persons. We were always doing it offline. So doing this transition from the offline to online was already like a big disruptor, right? So at 2020, of course, the COVID hit, and we know already the story. So we realized we were not ready, or infrastructure, or business model, or we were not ready to go online. We were struggling so much to finding the correct tools, the correct platforms. I mean, it was a chaos. And suddenly we realized, okay, guys, 2020, we talked to all our partners and all our consultants and all our students. They say, we're going to stop. We are not ready. We are not going to provide any meaningful solution. So we will stop to 2020 our operations. And throughout 2020, we actually followed up a lot of our consultants, but also from other friends who are working in consulting and education, and trying to make a little bit of field research how they are moving online. What is the best way to do it? What tools they are finding? How they are pivoting from working offline all their lives, and of course moving online. And actually, Alejandro is one of them. He's now, of course, learning from really basic things, is how to make your Google slide till how to actually use Zoom. So it was a long journey, but we learned a lot. And that's why we are sharing this session. Um, when we realize that the digital sphere in the education and the consulting landscape is really already so complex, we found out as well that our consultants were also struggling to find the correct business model and the correct tools. As you may see, this is the landscape in 2019, and for all those who are already know this ecosystem of digital education, you already know there are plenty of options already before COVID. But after COVID, well, everything went up, skyrocketing. We were forced to move online, and at the beginning of 2020, we were already having a lot of digital tools available, and at the moment we are actually jumping, and this is this is which is fun we found in our research. We are moving from 5 softwares that we use in the daily basis to up to 15 different kind of softwares or platforms that we are using in our daily work. So the complexity is already there. So we were trying to find out all the struggles that all consultants and educators are going through. And as you can see, it was already complex, it becomes even more complex. 2020 was a year of learning and testing and researching and finding what's going on, where this industry is heading. As I told you, we speak with we were talking with more than 50 consultants. I think a little bit more, but I just want to close up with 50 consultants, and we asked them these 3 questions. First of all, what is the core value of your business? I mean, regardless of the digitalization, what is the core value of your consulting and educational business? And they replied this: the main core value of their businesses are international presence, that they have also good reputation, they have intellectual property, for example, those consulting services that they already offer certifications, or they have some really powerful blueprint, which actually is the main value of them. And also personal connection means that they already have a really large network already built. Personal branding, I mean, those persons who invest so much on personal branding that actually they are only selling their name, not actually the products themselves. And of course, at the end is also great content. I mean, they have really beautiful consulting and educational products to offer. Also, of course, that is a professional experience, that they are professional already. They are not junior consultants, they are already experienced consultants. They build also collaboration and partnerships, which allow them to not only being alone in the middle of the jungle, but actually relied also in collaborations. And of course, the last one is that they also relied in high-paying clients. So that was the core, according to them, was the core value of the consulting business. And now, jumping to the next question, we asked them, what are your most pressing challenges? And these are the answers. The first one, of course, is the economic contraction. All of us, consultants and educators, need to face a hard truth, which actually is that the economy is slowing down, and there are not so much a big budget available, neither in companies, neither in governments, neither in private consumers, to invest in consulting and education. Also, we need to be competing against cheap online education, right? Right now, you can find cheap online education for 10 euros, 20 euros. Well, it's so much availability of cheap online education, right? Also, the complex digital transition. Many of our consultants, they of course they use digital tools, but they never use it in this level of complexity where they need to move all the process from zero uh, to have the client already satisfied, let's say that way. In the last part of the funnel, well, it was too many options, and they never find a really powerful digital solution for that. Also, I mean, saying this, there are different digital solutions which actually make it also more complex. Nowadays, I mean, just a really general question. We use in average 10 apps or 10 tools for our daily work. However, these tools are increasing and increasing and increasing, right? We start like with 5 tools like 1 year ago. Now we're going 10, maybe we'll go 15. But the point here is that is micromanagement, which actually is reducing your productivity at the end. Also, poor communication. I mean, you are also know it that with with the complexity of social media, dealing with algorithms, dealing with ads, dealing with making videos and banners and illustrations and live streaming and everything, all this noise which actually is out there on internet. Well, suddenly we need to start to learn how to do it, and these highlight the part of why actually never invest in a good communication. So also poor consulting delivery. And basically because now they need to do it online and they don't have the tools to deliver consulting and education online. So this is was one of the hardest parts. And just going really quickly, disengaged network, basically that now with communication 100% online, you can establish meaningful communication. And also, I mean, just really quick on this, Zoom fatigue and burnout, I think was one of the last ones that they answered, because at the end of the year, I mean, at the end of the 2020, the consultants were following up. They were already tired of the Zoom thing. They were already tired of also dealing with too many digital tools, right? So at the end, they also start to burn out. And when what the last question that we asked these consultants is, what solutions can solve all these problems you are facing? And it was really interesting because they want cheaper, of course, cheaper digitalization, but that was not the most important thing. They don't want only cheaper digitalization, but actually they want, and this is I want to highlight this, they want to redesign and rethink and come up with new content and services. So this is a really interesting part because actually digitalization is complex, but they want actually change the main uh, um, the main services or the main products they are offering. So they need to face the part of the need to update their offers. And of course, trying to build meaningful network, go international, because with the power of the being online, you cannot only work with your local market, but also you can go international. And of course, that's the part of the international clients, right? And just closing up with this, what solutions consultants want to have is collaborations, templates, resources, business opportunities, and the most important, I think, will be a better digital presence. Right now, it's also really complex because there is a huge fight out there on the internet to just being on the top of the news, on the top of the feed, on the top of all the platforms. I have been in Clubhouse. I don't know if you know Clubhouse. Give me a second. Thank you. I don't know if you know Clubhouse, but Clubhouse is a new platform where a lot of consultants are migrating because they cannot compete anymore on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, or other platforms. And they are just jumping to Clubhouse, which is actually an audio drop app. Well, these are really great because the digital presence there is starting from scratch. So there's a really huge fight and battle over there going on to build up a digital presence because it's a new network. Well, saying this, a lot of persons, a lot of good consultants are facing this part or finding the network or finding the niche channel where they can focus their energy. Okay, so what also found after this research, after this year of struggling with digitalization, of moving your consulting business online, is that we summarize in three basic pillars, which actually we call it the three pillars of a great consultant. The first pillar, we call it that a good consultant has to be able to design valuable solutions. which actually is redesigning your products and services. The second pillar is powerful communication. Means that you need to be able also to connect with your clients. And that doesn't mean that you need to be just shouting and screaming all over social media, but actually trying to find a niche and in the, sorry, building up a powerful message with the correct clients. So this is the second pillar. And the third pillar is that you need to deliver effective solutions. And that doesn't mean that you need to use complex tools. Actually, you need to build a full experience since you are delivering your consulting or your services till after the delivery. So this is kind of the three pillars we kind of summarize and we frame it. After saying these three pillars, also we find a complexity of tools available for each one of them. Each pillar have hundreds of tools, but we start to explore all the tools available which actually can fit the best in each one. So we come up with this great matrix. And if you can see it right now, we divide this matrix in quadrants of expensive good ratings and cheap bad ratings. Uh, just a little bit context of this. uh, Cheap doesn't mean that it's better, right? Cheap sometimes is extremely basic. And if you are full with cheap tools, sometimes you end up with a more complex solution, right? And expensive, which actually is powerful, well, right now is actually unaffordable for many, for mainly of the consultants. So only super high paid and expensive and super experienced consulting firms can afford these digital solutions. And ratings means those starts that actually are available for any user that can rate these tools. The bad ratings, we use these criteria, which actually is complex to use the tool, that there have too many bugs, means that something is not working, is not clicking, it's something that is not working properly with the tool. And the third one is that they don't have support. You need to send an email, you need to build a ticket, they reply you in 2 or 3 days, or they reply you within 1 week. So this is kind of the criteria for the bad ratings tools. And the good ratings, I mean, totally the opposite, right? They are easy to use, they are smooth, which means that they don't have any problems, but well, there is no perfect tool, but they don't have many problems. And also they have available support, right? So let's start with the first tool over here. First is this tool, the flow-e.com. It's a really great and basic task management tool that helps you to organize better your work. The next one is sendkit.com, which actually is also a really nice and affordable tool, which allows to work in a project management visualization board. Take a look. SendKit is also really great. ClickUp is also a really nice project management, task management tool, but their way to present it, or the way of making it super interactive and easy to use, make it really attractive as well. The next one is slack.com. Slack is a internal communication and also messaging app, which allows to work in channels. Also, Slack allows to link to another apps like a calendar or or Google Drive, etc. But the point of Slack is that is allowing teams or work being more productive and more structured in our daily basis. So Slack is really great tool. The next one is Basecamp. Basecamp is really great when you work in a tight agenda and you have a timeline and you work in a timeline base. So if you are having this project in a really strict timeline, Basecamp can work great for you. It's also a project management tool. The next one is Trello. Trello.com is the pioneer on this Kanbanized project management tool. Kanbanized, it means that you have columns instead of lists,
where you can work on your projects and tasks. So Trello is a really great tool that helps you to work in a Kanbanized project management style. Notion.com is a new Wikipedia. It allows you to collect and present information and process information in a more structural way, in a more easy way. So a lot of consultants use Notion to build up a knowledge base space. Then X1 is Airtable. Airtable is also a Teams collaboration project management tool that is really popular nowadays in startups. Startups, we are talking about 5 up to 10 team members. So Airtable is really great if you have small teams. The next one is Sort. Sort.com is a really great tool that transforms your Gmail inbox into a Kanban project management tool. So Sort.com helps you to make this shift and make a really great organized Gmail inbox. The next one is Workplace.com. Workplace was the Facebook version for Teamworks, but for Teams, and transform it in a free version to a paid version, a really more professional version of the Facebook infrastructure for internal teams, for company teams. So Workplace is a really great tool, and actually it saves you time on training your team members, because nowadays everyone knows how to use Facebook. So Workplace allows you to have your own personal internal Facebook for your teams. The next one is Asana. Asana.com is really great tool for project management tool. It's similar to Trello, but Asana works in a more simplified way. Monday.com is a really great tool, but right now, let's say it's a little bit more expensive because, yeah, it's super reliable tool, super nice, super, let's say, easy to use, but it's also one of the most expensive tools we found in this first pillar, which is how to work, how to design better products and services. The next one is the second pillar. Second pillar is powerful communication, how you can connect with your clients in a more meaningful way. The first one is Cotaxila.com. Cotaxila helps you to sync and gather in one single spot all your databases or your contact databases from all your devices, from all your social media, or even from many emails you may have. So Contactilla helps you not only to sync, but merge and avoid this duplication. This helps you a lot to keep track of all your contacts in one single place. The next one is Buffer.com. Buffer helps you to manage your social media in schedules, in also campaigns. So if you are working with social media a lot, Buffer.com is really great tool. Next one is Email Hunter. Email Hunter allows you to find any email publicly available on internet from any company. Let's say an example that right now you are trying to find the email from someone working in Germany in let's say BMW. So basically you go to Email Hunter, you type bmw.com, and it will pop up all the emails that belongs to that domain. Let's say direction marketing at bmw.com. So the best part of this is that is GDPR compliant, because those emails are publicly available on the web. So if you want to contact one of those emails, you need to be clear that you found it in that specific web page where it was published. The next one is activecampaign.com. It's a really great tool that automatizes the communication from your website. If you have a website and you are managing to generate leads or contacts through forms, where ActiveCampaign helps you to automatize this and keep also the communication through email more faster. It's a really great tool as well. Soho.com. Soho is all-in-one tool, which actually provide you not only communication management, but also invoicing. It provides you also CRMs and sales also management. It's really great tool. However, it's still too complex to use. Nimble.com is also a really great sales management and project management tool, which helps you not only to keep track of the communication you're having on your email, but also help you to keep track of the information you have on your social media. So it's really great tool and is actually still affordable. Close.com is a really great tool which allows you to rank the the how meaningful your network is at the moment. If you are having some contact that you have not been in touch the last, let's say, months, close.com will send you reminders that this contact is getting called, this network is getting called. So then it encourages you to ask some, to send some reminder, or keep this communication alive. It's really great for networking. It's Sleek.ai is a really great tool to verify emails. Right now, 50% of our contact database, let's say we're talking about emails, actually are bound email. It means that they are not updated, they have some delivery problem, they are not well written, and they will just go to nowhere. So Sleek.ai helps you to verify if those emails are working properly, so you can have a more updated database. The next one is Calendly.com. It helps you to manage your own booking system through linking your calendar to your, let's say, contacts that are booking this calendar. So it helps you in case you are having a one-to-one session or a specific agenda for managing your consulting time, where Calendly it helps you with this. Next one is Hootsuite. Is a really great tool for managing all your social media accounts, but not only publishing, but also replying and also keeping track of all the contacts you are generating through social media. Bitrix24.com, we use this tool actually. It's a really, really great, powerful, one of the most powerful tools we have found so far. However, it's still so complex to use. That's what is not on the right side. Is right now the moment, if you want to use Bitrix.com, you need to hire a consultant in Bitrix.com to help you to set up this platform. So it's really great. However, yeah, it's complex to use. Bitrix has communication, has, well, plenty of all, a little bit of all these tools that we are talking about right now. But yeah, it takes time to set up everything. Next one is getresponse.com. This is in case you're having like events in a regular basis, or you're having a lot of, you work so much with landing web page, but GetResponse helps you to make campaigns in a more faster and meaningful way. Next one is HubSpot. HubSpot is one of the marketing tools available out there. Super great. It provides you with super great power where you can manage almost everything what we have discussed in the last tools. However, is already getting so expensive. I think the minimum version of this all-in-one tool of HubSpot is at least 200-300 euros per month. We're gonna jump to the memorable experiences pillar. Which one is the first? We're gonna jump first to the Skype.com. Everybody knows Skype.com if you are already in your 30s or 40s at least. So Skype.com was so popular because it was the former version of Zoom, let's say that way. Skype belongs to Microsoft, so Skype is still alive, and I think I believe that Skype will catch up with Microsoft Teams really soon. So we'll not lose the attention on Skype.com. Next one is Jamboard.com. Jamboard is the brainstorming digital flip chart free version from Google. So if you're having a Google account, so you just go to Jamboard.com and you will be able to make some quick collaboration, brainstorming in this really simple and easy tool. The next one is Slide.do or Slido. It's really great tool when you want to engage audiences or your, let's say, clients in different activities on digitally. Let's say that it helps you to make polls. It makes this word cloud. It helps you to make interactions with a with a large audience. So Slido.com is still free, but of course it's getting a paid version if you want to use it in a larger scale. MindMeister.com helps you to make mind maps in a digital flip chart. Helps you a lot, let's say, to make diagrams, make processes. So it's really, really, really nice tool also to work online with teams. Google Meet is the video conference tools from Google. Still so no so use because still I don't know, a lot of features are missing, and but still is free. Is still available if you have a Google account. So if you have you need a really quick conferencing tool, Google Meet is still a good option. Whereby.com is also a video conferencing tool, but that helps you to embed your video conferencing tool into a website. Let's say, instead of asking you to come to Zoom to attend this session, we will ask you to go to our webpage where you will find or Whereby uh, video conferencing, and then you can follow up this session. So Whereby is really great for having your own brand experiences. Mural.com, we use Mural.com. It's a really great tool to make also online collaboration, work in brainstorming, work in projects where you need a lot of post-it, a lot of diagrams, and a lot of brainstorming activities. So really great tool. You should check it. Zoom.com, of course, is this one. Everybody knows Zoom, and it's a really reliable video conferencing tool. Miro.com is similar to Mural, but it's a little bit more expensive because it has a little bit more extra features. Next one is Webex.com. It's also a video conferencing tool, but it helps you also to include a lot of interaction with your audience. It's already in this part of expensive tools, so we'll not go in so much details on this. Also, Bluescape is really great tools for great events when you really want to have high quality video conferencing interaction with your audience. And with this, we finish the tools. But what I want to highlight right now, that all these tools actually, if you are collecting, you are testing all of them, we found in our research that digital tools can be up to 100 euros a month if you are a proper consultant and you are moving online and you want to keep working online the same way. And but this is just the digital tools. We are not adding the other cost for running your consulting business, which is actually digital branding and social media. Right now, there are social media managers that help you to make all this communication online. And even if you cannot afford one of the social media campaign, definitely you need to invest a lot in the branding. Means that you need to create a better online presence. And with this, you need definitely a designer and a proper strategies. And also, this also is not including the advertising part. Right now, we are having a momentum where the algorithms are going against us, which means that social media channels or platforms are already blocking our messages, and they are trying to force us to pay for ads. So even if we have the best strategy on social media, we definitely need to pay ads in order to get clients, in order to get to a larger audience. So at the end, we found out that in 1 year, you can go to up to 5,000, or let's say 4,800 euros to be more specific, a year on running and managing your consulting business online. So it's affordable. Well, it depends, of course, in the quality of your clients, if they are high-paying clients, or also in the business model of your consulting business. So I think it's still affordable. However, it can go down. We found out that we can cut many of these costs by only choosing the correct tools and learning how to do it. So that's why we are jumping right now with the part of We know that the digitalization part is difficult, and right now you are familiar with a lot of digital tools. However, the transition we are making to this digital world help us also to get familiar also with another tools, on another new tools. So right now we'll give the chance to Alejandro, because he have been through this journey, and he has some really great experience to share. So take it away, Alej.
Thank you, Roberto, and thank you, everybody that is listening to us. For the last 30 years, up until September 2020, when Roberto asked me to come to collaborate with the global school, I was a traditional, especially consultant and manager in human resources and organizational transformation. But I was using, the normal flip chart with paper, looking at the people, at their faces, and transferring knowledge person to person, face to face. I mean, at that time, we didn't use any technology and any other tool that you contact with directly with people. So when I joined Roberto the Global School, so he showed me a new world. At the beginning, I was totally astonished because it's like you driving a normal car, a normal they give you a Formula One car and he said, drive it. And wow, what can I do? And the point is that these guys like Roberto, that they were born in the digital world, while I am an immigrant of the digital world. They want everything fast, push there, push here, everything is quickly and fast. And it took me sometimes at the beginning to understand the logic and the intuitiveness that there is with these tools. But it's amazing. It's very interesting. If you're willing to learn this transition, I mean, we have to do it because anyway, the technology is not the future, it is the present, especially now that everything has been pushed by COVID-19. So there is no way back. Now we have to keep learning. And as he mentioned, you have so many tools and they are innovating every day. So this transition is better to do it right now. It's better to have your best approach and your best willingness to learn, because this is a very interesting, amazing world where productivity is going to be increased by using these tools. And there is a huge area where we have to learn even to not to face people, to look at the camera, to change our hands in a different way, even to use the language, even in the type of language that we use when you make the transition to this digital world is something completely different. It's a big challenge, but it's an amazing challenge that we have to do, and we better do it right now.
Thank you, Ale, for sharing this with us. You are part of this family and team. We really appreciate your trust. And well, just to close it up, I think we are going to, of course, trying to help you to jump into the digital sphere. And we are running right now a consultants free bootcamp. This consultants free bootcamp is a 10 days program divided in 3 sessions where we help you to design the best consulting business online, and also help you to set up the digital infrastructure. And as you may see already, we have a timeline where we go step by step in how to choose not only the right tools, but also to define what could be the best business model for you. So if you are a really great consultant, purpose-driven consultant, and you want to take this free consultant bootcamp, feel free to reach us by email and we'll be happy to receive you. And what is the model, business model behind it? Is that if you succeed, we succeed. If you are ready to receive your clients, we are ready also to be the provider of your digital infrastructure. And from this, we are preparing 10 tools, let's say 10 benefits that we actually will provide you in case if you succeed. If you don't succeed, you don't need to pay anything. But if you succeed, we are going to provide you all these tools for only €1 a day. So it's really great because this will help you to reduce cost, but also maximize chances of testing your business. So the memberships are again from €1 a day. We have another membership so you want to use more tools, but the basic version is €1 a day for some of those tools. So with this, I finish. Thank you so much for attending this call. And of course, we are happy to have you the next week with another session where we're discussing digital tools and moving your consulting business online. Thank you. Have a nice day.